Slog for the Blood God.
G'day guys, Dean from Blog for the Blood God here, and I just want to talk about these new Khorne Berserkers that we've had revealed at the Nova Open this morning. So, it looks like we've seen probably 8 or so new Khorne Berserkers, and there's some really fucking amazing parts in this kit that I would like to highlight and share with you guys. So, we're going to go through these models one at a time, and we're going to talk about what I love about them, and some of the opportunities that I think might have been missed and those sorts of things. So it's going to be a bit of a model review and just a bit of a, I guess a bit of a circle jerk over how excited we all are that we finally have some Khorne Berserkers to admire. So the first guy, he's got a plasma pistol, which is cool. He's actually got some really interesting features on his helmet. It's got sort of a bottom row of teeth coming up from the Vox grill, which I think is really, really cool. He's also got an icon of Khorne on his backpack. He's adorned with plenty of skulls. And he's also got an exposed arm, which I really like. So in one arm, he's got the power armor all the way down. And then the other arm, he's actually got exposed flesh, which is very World Eaters. So he's cool as fuck. I reckon he's in a slam dunk of a model. The next one has the similar sort of thing, only this one's a half helm. So it's the top half of the head from the cheekbones up is all exposed, and you can see the butcher's nails, which is a really cool feature. And he's got, interestingly, one of his shoulder pads is almost cataphractii armor in style, and then underneath that he has exposed arm. So I really like this model. This is really cool, and he's repping a chain axe as well, and some really interesting stuff done with the posing on these guys too. Alright, next up we have a guy who's got a very modern looking Khorne helmet, which I really like. And he's also got something that I thought was really interesting on this mini, was his knee has almost got a World Eaters logo built into it, which is kind of cool. Plenty of skulls on this lad as well. And he's also got a really cool loincloth kind of deal going on, which represents sort of Angron's gladiator style armor. So it's really cool to see that represented in the mini as well. And then this next lad has probably the coolest fucking head I've ever seen on a Warhammer 40k mini, which is a open top, like half helm with a really gnarly, angry looking Vox. And then he's got this big chain glaive as well. So he's a fucking sick model, really intimidating pose. Really fucking happy with that guy. Next up, we have a more generic sort of looking CSM guy. He's got a World Eaters logo on his shoulder pad. Pretty standard kind of Berserker helmet, although it has got the gold face, similar to like the new Khorne the Betrayer, which we don't have on any of the old Berserkers, so that's really cool. And he's got sort of a traditional chainmail loincloth. The next lad looks like he's got another guy who's got an exposed right arm with a cataphractii style armor plating on it. He's got a really cool helmet as well. His actually looks very similar to Khorne's in the way that looks like it's got a couple of tusks coming out from the front. And he's got a standard chainsword, so that's cool. Then we go into this next guy who has a fucking amazing helmet that's got a sort of 4 draped down teeth, kind of looking like an icon of Khorne embossed into the front of the helmet. He's got that same cataphractii shoulder pad with the exposed arm, and then he's got an absolutely colossal chain axe. So very fucking cool model there, and he's also posed very aggressively, very scary. Then we've got one more guy who's got a really cool looking chainsword where it's actually got like almost a hammerhead style top to it with some spikes coming off it. And he's also got the really cool helmet where it's like the top half is exposed and then the bottom half has got that really gnarly World Eaters looking face, which is fucking sick. And then we have some interesting ones. So then we have the one that was previewed previously that we've all seen that a lot of people complained about because it wasn't chaosy enough. But we've got him there, and then we've got another bloke there who's got a really interesting helmet that's got a sort of a stylized Khorne symbol as the bunny ears, so to speak, and then he's also got that bottom row of teeth on the grill. He's quite cool. He's also got looks like a mix between a chainmail loincloth and a gladiator style loincloth. He also has a holstered pistol, which is kind of cool, so we've got some really cool shit going on there. And yeah, that sort of summarizes the new Khorne Berserkers that we've seen. They did a really cool little video which showcases all of these minis, which I'll have playing now. That's a really, really cool way of highlighting these new miniatures I really, really like the direction that they're taking these in, and if this is anything to go by, the Cataphracti Terminators that we're going to get, the Red Butchers, which we just know that they're going to be part of the release, they are going to look fucking amazing. I'm really excited to see those Cataphracti Terminators, and I'm really excited to see what else they might bring, because any of the elements of design from these minis, if you take those elements and apply them to bikers, or apply them to something like Raptors or Warp Talons or something like that, there's potential to have some really kick-ass looking sculpts here. So I think this World Eaters release is going to be amazing. We now have it confirmed for winter 2023, so it's still a while away. So I expect over the next few months we're going to see some drip-fed, more releases, more teasers, and then it's all going to come together for us in winter. I'm a little concerned that we're going to get our codex and then a couple of months later they're going to announce 10th edition, and that's going to sort of ruin everything for us. That being said, it's entirely possible that they'll actually announce 10th edition and will be the first codex for 10th edition, which is also, generally speaking, not what you want to be, because then the power creep runs away from you. So you generally don't want to be the first or the last codex of an edition in terms of competitive play. But at this stage, if we're getting a World Eaters Codex, I don't care about its competitive viability. I'll be running World Eaters and I'll be loving every minute of it, and I don't care if I come bottom tables. I'll be just happy that I can run a World Eaters army that's cohesive and cool and has some unique rules and unique models and isn't just a watered down version of another Legion. I want it to be something unique and something interesting, and I just know that we're going to get that with this book, so I'm really fucking excited. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on these models, if you love them, if you hate them, what parts of the models you loved, what parts of the models you hate, and how you can see these being adapted into other minis like Raptors or bikers or that sort of thing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for tuning in, and I look forward to talking more about some more competitive tactics, things, and strategies as well going forward, as any model reviews of anything that they release for the World Eaters coming up. So with that being said, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Cheers, guys.
Look for the blood god.
Do your objective markers ever get lost behind terrain or other models and become difficult to see? Do they ever get bumped and accidentally moved during a game? And do they ever spark arguments about distances? Well, not anymore. Introducing the blog for the blood god, not even remotely patented Neoprene objective markers. Made from the same material as astronaut suits, or maybe military equipment, or probably neither of those things, this 2mm thick neoprene synthetic rubber is tear resistant, water resistant, and is designed to last. But that's not all. The blog for the blood god, not even remotely patented neoprene objective markers come in a variety of different designs and styles to suit any faction represented in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. These objective markers are a perfect gift for yourself or a friend, and are a perfect way to flex and show your opponent that not only are you a smarter, cooler, and better 40k player than them, but you also have more disposable income than they do. For the low price of $25, you'll get not one, not two, but 6 neoprene objective markers, perfectly designed for 9th edition Warhammer 40k. But wait, there's more. For a limited time only, people who sign up on Patreon to support Blog for the Blood God as a Skull Champion tier $5 per month member will gain access to a custom design service where I will design a unique logo to support their gaming club, like the one I did to the left here for the Potato Farmers local gaming club here in Melbourne. Follow the links in the description of this video to pick up your set today.